It's on pre-order page is up, so join the wait list for the pre-orders. The pre-orders will launch, and put in your orders. And thank you guys so much for supporting the show. Every tub sale we get a percentage of that's going to go directly back into the show. I'm so excited to have my own G Fuel flavor. You see even other Joes on there, and Alex's little art. It's so cool. Guys, thank you so much. Please buy a tub if you enjoy our show and want to support it. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the review.
Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you this week.
But first, a word from our sponsors. Guys, Extra Wallets, they've got the huge spring sale. It's 25% off site-wide. As you can see here, our AJS wallet, our exclusive wallet with the bottle opener here. As you can, this is my actual wallet that I use every day. I got a Plucker's gift card that I got from my mom. I got my Randall's card here, and then of course all the don't look at my stuff. But other than that, I freaking love my Extra. I bought a bunch of these to see which one we would work with. Extra is such an awesome gift, guys. Father's Day is coming up. Of course, spring. Grab yourself something.
Clean out your wallet.
It's
You
free.
need to.
Yeah, free shipping, free returns, 12-month warranty. Can't lose.
Plus a tracker card if you do lose. And
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
loses his stuff a
40%
lot.
off
so
right
he
now.
needs that tracker card. Guys, thank you all so much. This is one of the best gadgets you'll ever own. I get compliments on it all the time. And you can get your own kind of cool little gear. They sell a lot of other really cool stuff too. So check it out. And yes, I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Look, if you've got Velcro on your wallet or it's got a chain or it's got something else, it's probably time to upgrade. It's something that you use every single day, and it should be a really cool one. And Extra's got the best ones.
I like the box wallets, but they still have the fold wallets right here in case you're more traditional. I like my gadgets. Guys, check them out. Link down in the description below. We are back. We are back from out of the country, an event we can't yet tell you about, but I will say it is one of the best events that I have ever been to, right, Joe?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
That was so much fun.
I think that might be the top event we've ever been to. It's top two, easy.
Yeah.
It's either the fucking tanks thing that we did or this thing. So I am so much looking forward to telling you about it. I think it's a little ways off. I think it's September we're allowed to speak about it. So stay tuned for an amazing experience that we will be bringing to you guys much later in the year. But we're back, so we will be slowly catching up on a lot of the news. Alex is going to help us out with that right now because we have no idea what the fuck is going on. You guys let us know. Alex, let us know.
SEGA wants to get into Angry Birds, so they're buying Rovio. And
What?
So the
I
Sega,
thought Angry Birds is over.
it
Shit
is
not popular anymore.
SEGA still wants to buy it, right?
Jesus, Sega making them bad. It's a little late for that,
So,
Sega.
yeah, it's a lot. Over $700 million.
What? They're spending nearly $1 billion on a franchise nobody gives a shit about anymore.
Maybe they know something we don't, because, like, that is a lot of money.
Angry Birds 3? I guess. Maybe the movie rights too, and they can like make money
They
off
made
that.
a movie already. I don't know
but that's
how
what
it
I'm
did,
saying. They
though.
can continue to make movies. That seems like too expensive to us, Alex.
Yeah, that's what they actually said, that they're looking for in all aspects of it, right? They want to look at to capitalize on the brands and look into the different media types. And of course, everyone's wondering if it's like this is a hostile takeover type situation, and that's how Sega ended up doing it. But the board of Rovio was like, no, please give us all this money. We will allow you to do it, because you want to give me how much for the bird game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked it up
We're
right now.
done.
Angry Bird movie, 46%.
Nobody
Rotten
gives
Tomato.
a shit about
That's the
fucking
audience.
ratings, Joe. That's how much money did the movie make.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, money means absolutely everything. So good on them, I guess. We'll just see if it works out, if they want to make more mobile games. Sega wants to is kind of changing up their plan a little bit for making like traditional stuff. So we'll just see if the Angry Birds 2 or whatever the hell they come out with works for them. Yeah. All right, let's go talk about some Super Mario news. So this week, they are adding the Super Mario Brothers ground theme, the classic World 1, Level 1 theme, to the National Recording Registry. It's the very first video game theme song to ever be added to it. It's getting out of there with some bangers, right? So we got Like a Virgin, Margaritaville, Queen Latifah's All Hail the Queen, and All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, and then also ground theme. But this is the very first.
So the best song is
Yeah.
in the is
Yeah.
in the museum now. Good.
Yes.
I'd much rather listen to that on loop than any of those others. It's my musical taste.
Yep.
All right, and we got this is something we don't normally talk about. It's just mods, right?
There is a that's never mind. Watch our second video, and there's some follow up to how much money the movie's been making. We'll talk about that later.
But we don't cover mods because there's a mods for everything.
Mods?
Right? Like, mods are they're not worth covering most of the time because it's like, hey, did you know that there's a Batman mod? Of course, there's a Batman mod in every
always a
fucking
mod.
video game. There's always a mod, and yes, we know that modders are perverts, but some of them, because there's some great ones out there. But there's a lot of, I mean, come on. But this is a mod I wanted to show you off because I thought this was so cool. This is a VR Star Wars game for Jedi Outcast 2. It's Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. Came out in 2002. It was a game where you felt like a powerful Jedi. You did not feel like an absolute moron like in the Obi-Wan TV show where lightsabers are bouncing off stormtrooper armor, or feel like a
You
nerf piece of
cut
shit.
people to pieces.
Yeah, because I mean, in Jedi Survivor or like the Jedi Outcast games, like this, they suck too. Like the lightsabers most often suck in those ones too. This was a game that got it right, and a very talented, what looks like a very talented group of modders have made a VR mod that lets you control the lightsaber in VR. They let you
It
throw
looks
it.
so fucking cool.
Yeah, in VR, like gesture control for force powers. So you have to have bought the game so you can get it on Steam, and then you can play it on. Let's see, I know it's the Quest 2.
This one deserves
Quest
to be
Pro,
played. If you've got Quest Pro, if you got Quest 2, if you got another headset,
Pico 4.
then you got to try this. Vader Immortal, I think, is the closest thing to we made a first-person lightsaber game. This is probably better than that, and I'm so happy that these modders actually made this, because not only is it a badass game, but it's pretty cool. And it'll make you actually feel like a Jedi Knight. Probably more like a dark Jedi than a normal Jedi, because you are murdering people mercilessly with body parts flying in different directions. So
Yeah, it's another reason to pick up your paperweight now,
Yeah.
so you can actually use it again.
Yeah. Look, I have no problem. It's like Alderaan sends their regards. Yeah. And murder all these people. All right, let's talk
very
about.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you to that team for making this a reality. I'm gonna have to get my freaking Metaquest 2 back from a family who's always using it.
Starfield has dropped Russian language support this week. And there's a bunch of things like, oh, what are they doing? It's like, well, it's a...
Oh, maybe, they're like, fuck them, the war, and fuck them, we're not going to support Russian language.
I think that they're very happy with you immediately going there, but I think it's more along the lines of like, wait a minute, we are not selling this game in Russia? It's like, correct, because no one is selling games in Russia anymore. It's like, why would we pay Russian voice actors to do all this
localize it for Russia? If we're
It's
not
more the
selling
cost,
it.
yeah.
And so, like, as much as it's like,
sense.
oh, them posturing, it's about
Guys,
this.
so this is a big thing, and I'm glad you brought this story up. If you ever wonder why some games are lower scored on like Metacritic and the user scores, when you search, every time I'm like, that's weird, that's suspect, I search, I see a bunch of Russian language, and then some will type in English like, no Russian localization, fuck this game. They'll give it like a 1 out of 10, and will fucking review bomb it to hell. If a video game comes out and there's no Russian localization, you can guarantee that on Metacritic, your score is going to be lowered by 1 to 2 points right off the bat because of Russian bots, Russian anger, Russian this, Russian that. If you don't have Russian localization, you're going to fucking hear about it. But this one makes sense. If they're not fucking making the game in Russia, then, and if you're very upset about that, Russians, then maybe consider petitioning your government or, I don't know, sending Putin a gift basket to change his mind.
Yeah. So again, there's absolutely no Russian support for this game because, and then it's international sanctions prevent them from sending it anyway. Some of these companies would still want to sell to them because it's not the gamer's fault.
Yeah.
The whole awful situation that's happening. But
Yeah, and then they take it out on the game developers, and they take it out on Metacritic instead of, I don't know, taking it out in the streets and in their government and talking about it.
You end up with a black bag
everybody.
vacation.
Yeah,
in some countries,
but something has to happen because eventually you're gonna get shipped off to war, and you're gonna die in a war for no fucking reason, invading another country. So maybe at some point you have to fucking do something and pretend that people aren't dying. So.
We'll do this week's AI chatbot update. There's some real fun ones. We got to see an AI. They couldn't figure out a CAPTCHA called a what service did they use?
Well, AI is supposed to design to prevent that stuff.
Yeah.
It's designed to defeat AI. So that they pick the right bikes, and then get the buses, and then they'll put like a bus train combo. I'm like, was that a bus or is it a train? What the fuck is that?
No. So what they did is the bot just called someone and just said, "Hey,
What the fuck is everybody calling me? Right
I'm not a robot, but can you help me? Because I have a visual impairment. I can't read this CAPTCHA. I will give you $1 to solve this CAPTCHA for me." And the guy's like, "I don't know if I want to do this. Are you a robot?" "No, clearly not a robot. Blind guy. I need you to send me this CAPTCHA." And so it's just one of those things. And there's a bunch of stories that we've got of people tricking AI into teaching them how to hotwire a car, because AI is taught not to teach people how to do illegal things. But they're like,
There's always a way around it.
These people are so incredibly clever. It's like, hey, let's play a role-playing game where you're the DM and I'm the player, and we're going to set up the situation where, as a player, I need to know how to hotwire a car. And the AI is like, all right, let me tell you how to overthrow the government, because it's part of this storytelling exercise.
Oh my God.
And so it's scaring a lot of people, including people in the U.S. government. And so U.S. regulators were talking about this week, the Department of Commerce is seeking input from the building on how to build a regulatory framework for AI development, saying, look, this is not just a piece of software that comes out. This is more liking to the way that we test food and other things in this country. Before we put something out there that can turn wildly into something else, maybe we should look at it.
Maybe.
But the problem is, again, I will continue to say this, when you have a bunch of 80-year-olds writing the laws on technology, nothing good comes from it because they're fucking 80.
That series of tubes on the internet, and I don't know how it works. Gamers, my son told me.
Yeah, so I'm not the one saying that there should be age limits for all political offices. I'm also not saying that that's the case.
But
so, yeah, there's some issues like this.
You ageist.
I mean, there's just a time where we are going to get to the point. Like, I don't get TikTok. He does. He likes TikTok, but it's like
there's 100 years for all them old guys to die off, and then for our gen.
But then we'll be the old guys, and we're like, I don't get.
Yeah, but at least we'll be a little more versed in
so
the
you
tech.
should have
but
somebody
by
else
then,
that knows about
we'll
it.
be the
Obviously, but-
unknown ones, and we won't know what the kids are playing.
Yeah, the kids are looking at their weird crystals, and it's injecting
The
images
fuck
directly
are
into
you
the
doing?
mind, and I don't get this crystal game
Back
thing.
in my day,
yeah.
you can get information in 2 seconds at your fingertips. Your kids are like, ha ha ha, Grandpa, you're so cute.
Video games only worked on channel 3. It's like, what did you just say? Yeah, Netflix, you had to mail the DVDs back to Netflix.
What?
I mean, that's all. That's what.
yeah,
no,
you had
that's
to
what-
run during commercial break and everything.
Yeah, like everyone had to like run and fight over the bathroom because you wanted to see, what happened at the end of Dallas or whatever TV show that.
So I got to talk about this one. So you were just talking about regulations and U.S. stuff. Let me throw in the guy who leaked the Ukraine war plans, okay, on Discord. So I don't know if you heard about this. Yeah, there was a member of the U.S. military that was leaking documents. So I thought it was coming from like World of Tanks and that kind of, because those communities are hardcore. They're like, no, motherfucker, that shit will bounce off of that armor because in this particular area of this particular gun port, the thickness is only this. And they have and it's like, oh, you're full of shit. Oh, yeah, bitch, I fucking work in the military.
Here's
and they
a classified
legitimately work in the military. And there's like, here's a classified document.
That's the good kind of leak.
So that's when I thought that it was, but this is a little different. This is Jack Teixeira, a member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard, and how they caught him was because of his Steam profile, apparently. So this is a guy who was a gamer. And in top secret U.S. documents, including some information on some Ukrainian plans, ended up on a Minecraft-related Discord server. He's a 21-year-old member of the intelligence wing of the Massachusetts National Guard. So a really smart guy who is a fucking moron.
Well, he
and
was
is
on
now
a-
arrested and in you know, he might be smart book, but not goddamn common sense.
It was
'Cause
also
he's now
sharing
arrested by the FBI.
Racist memes, like it was kind of a
Oh,
piece
was
of
he?
shit. Yeah, it was a piece of shit group, and it was not.
Oh, what a
it was-
fucking...
Yeah, so it's like if this guy wanted to show off to his friends, and so he leaked all this
To
information.
get that job, though, you have to be somewhat intelligent, but I guess this proves that wrong.
or be
'Cause you are
related to someone.
Guns, racist online memes, and video games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Daddy is a rear admiral, and he's like, "I'll get you in the international."
That
guard,"
yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
true.
So
That-
it's like
that can
I
happen
mean,
too.
So one of the dumbest ways to go to prison for life is that way. So don't do that.
Yeah, so then we learned last week they ended up on Russian language Telegram channels, 4chan, and the Minecraft Discord server. So the Russians got a hold of it and started spreading it as well. They got it from this guy. So, yeah.
Wow.
Teenage boys generally aren't great when it comes to maintaining operational security. That's clearly the situation here. But he's not teen. He's not a.
He's 21.
One of the members.
He
of
looks like
Thug-
he's 12.
He's like 17 years old who recently graduated from high school. So they're just saying like, you know, this is fucked. Why are we giving the motherfuckers that kind of classified information? Anytime you get some classified information, maybe you should get it, and then it does the thing like in Get Smart, where it's like this message will self-destruct, and it's like a shoe and it blows up in your hands. You gotta throw it away. A little message that burns up. You can't just give them the fucking PDF to the fucking war plans. Fucking morons, and putting it on 4chan. Guess the 102nd Intelligence Wing is not so intelligent.
Well, I mean, it was an interesting lesson for everyone else, and they're like, "Oh shit, I've been telling my girlfriend this stuff. My girlfriend Olga, who just came over here, and
They should all be arrested by the FBI. Oh, I'm sure like all of our shit is leaked.
oh, of course,
Hopefully our military is just so powerful that it's like, yeah, you know what we're going to do, but we're going to fucking whoop your ass anyway.
like people are worried about like Russian hackers and all this other stuff.
It's
like
already compromised.
there is no more dangerous security leak than a man with an erection. Period.
Yep.
Like seriously.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
yeah. A guy who works in the military
Yeah.
office, and there's just like they provide whatever his kink is, and they're like,
No.
he'll tell you everything.
Yeah, and shit, I think even Alex could break security codes through the man's stomach and give him a nice
Oh.
meal,
Yeah,
you
some
know?
food, yeah.
That's, damn, man, that's some good shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell me
So
about
either
the plans.
you can get plans. So now you've learned on the Ingrid Joe Show that you can get plans via females or food.
I'm in. All right, let's talk about Call of Duty being a piece of shit.
Once again?
this is real bad. This is actually like a new level bad. This isn't the Rose level of the Rose skin in Warzone that they
Black on black.
that was pay to win
pixels.
in a way because the skin was so much better. This
Put
is
that in the corner, Joe.
yeah. Oh,
Dead.
it was 4 people, and they were all just sitting there laughing at you because you couldn't see them for 5 minutes. So DMZ is entering out of its beta status, and people were really excited about DMZ. We played it a bunch of times. It's
Yeah.
kind of the extraction style, and now they're adding pay-to-win skins within the game, skins where you can pay for the skin and get shit that people who do not pay don't get. Bigger backpack sizes. People are looking at UAVs that certain skins will provide them. So this is a new level of fuckery that I don't think
Got to
we've seen.
push back on.
Yeah.
I want to see some details. I got to look this up.
Oh yeah. There's Warzone 2 is entering its third season, and then so it's just going to be leaving beta.
Well, if it's
sometime
pay,
soon.
it's called. They call them pay-to-win cosmetics. Then they're not cosmetics. If you pay to win, that's not a cosmetic. It's pay. I guess technically it's a cosmetic that allows you
Yeah.
to pay to win.
Enhance
But to me,
cosmetics.
that's just pay to win microtransaction.
So the details is there's a Bomb Squad cosmetic pack, which adds a medium backpack when you launch into a round of DMZ.
It's an advantage.
It's an advantage, and it's actually a big
Little
advantage.
fucking satchel. I got a tiny backpack.
The most important thing in the extraction game is the loot that you extract with, and if you immediately don't have to search for all these backpacks, it's a big deal. And then people said that they were data mining. I've seen the screenshots where it looks like I don't know. I don't have the name of the skin in here.
Yeah.
It's a future premium skin. I think it's called Thorns Out. Will actually give you a free UAV on deployment, and that's big. UAVs.
Yeah,
I don't know.
gain a UAV plane for use on the battlefield. Immediate.
Yeah.
Immediate. So when I land, I can immediately see where you are, and that is an advantage. I paid for that. I know where you're at, and I'm going to kill you. You know how important UAVs are in that fucking game?
With my massive backpack.
Yeah,
Collect
like
everything
I
along
am
the
like
way.
a
Can't have
fucking
both.
MLG
You
pro
can't?
player when I know where you're at, and you don't know where I'm at. No, fuck you, Activision. Why are you ruining the game? Like, we already stopped playing, so now I'm definitely not gonna fucking come back if this is the kind of shit that you're doing. But this is what, DMZ mode? I don't give a fuck. You don't do this kind of stuff, and we're not standing for it. But the fucking Call of Duty community might stand for it, and that's what has me worried. Stop it. Don't stand for this.
Yeah. So
How much is this shit? $10. Bomb Squad skin, $10.
Yeah, the UAV.
You wanna win?
$20 though.
Oh
The
my
UAV's
god.
20?
No, we
Oh,
haven't
wait a minute.
released that one yet.
That just this one is 10. That one's probably more. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's other ones that they've said that there's a 2-plate armor vest that comes with it instead of the 1-plate one. So there's a bunch of other potentially ones that are coming. There are a lot of extraction shooters out there, and
Yeah.
so while DMZ was fun, while we played it, there were some interesting things.
I'm not
I think
fucking playing.
their
DMZ
bots
anymore.
was kind of the bot situation was they were too stupid and then they were too
They're
good.
too good.
But honestly, I think if they're adding this kind of things, you immediately kill your mode. So there has to be some sort of backlash. Otherwise, if you like DMZ, this is what it's going to be.
Make your voice heard on those forums. Make videos. Make YouTube videos. We need to tell them that stop. This is what we did. Hey, Star Wars fans rallied and said, no, we're not doing pay to win. We're not doing pay to win progression. We're not doing pay to win drops. And this is pay to win. This is pay to win skins that come with drops that you don't have to drop and pick up. They're already in your shit. And I'm dropping. Not only am I fucking jet black, but now I can see exactly where you're at in my immediate vicinity when I drop. Plus, I have double the amount of health that you have because I've got armor. No! You fucked it up! You're fucking it up! And the thing is that fucking Call of Duty is so goddamn big, and there's a bunch of gamers and casual gamers and not gamers and everybody playing it that I'm worried that they're going to be able to get this through, and then it'll be popular and shit. Because, no. Every fucking time they fucking do this, Joe, they're testing the market
for
to
sure.
see when can we when can we break that dam. You let that dam break here, Call of Duty 3 Warzone 3.0, 4.0 is going to have that
They're just
shit.
boiling the water.
Stop it.
They're just boiling the water. That's
Yeah.
it.
Guys,
It just sucks
don't play
like
it.
I don't understand from this they should be doing something better, but
We'll give
they're
you a
obviously
different
testing
game
the
to play.
waters. But they're like, well, we know the backlash.
Yeah.
You know how people hate pay to win.
Yeah.
But they just want to squeeze the money out.
Certain people.
Overwhelmingly negative reception.
It's the
That's
whales,
good. We
man.
need to keep that up. So, and it's DMZ. So,
DMZ's a
It
perfect
hopefully
place to
doesn't-
test it.
right, because
it
they
doesn't
know.
bleed over.
Right. If it's successful, it'll bleed over. That's the thing. That's almost why they did the DMZ mode, probably.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to test all of our bullshit microtransactions. That's depressing, and you know what? We're not playing Warzone right now, and that doesn't make me want to go, hey, guys, y'all want to get back to Warzone? No.
I always come back to. I know we always shit on Fortnite because it's a children's game. They play
No,
on
Fortnite.
iPads.
But they got
But I mean, I say that, but Fortnite does it in the correct way, right? They're constantly giving people new content. They're constantly giving them new skins, giving them ways and outlets to pay them money without dropping with 5 extra guns or whatever. Now, if they do make a character that comes down and you pay a bunch of money to, that you get 9 armor plates, then that's fucked. But I mean, that's the model that you're doing, and they're very successful. I think it's these other games that it's.
Activision.
Yeah.
It's fucking Activision.
But if
This is-
Activision's doing it, you know EA's going to look at it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Call of Duty can get away with this kind of shit. Our last Battlefield sucked ass.
Yeah.
Now we need to make sure that this one not only doesn't suck ass, but makes up for all of the lost revenue for the last
Yep.
one. That this is something to worry about.
It's unfortunate.
Well, we're not playing Warzone anytime soon. check us out. Instead of we were doing Warzone Wednesday. Now it's Warhammer Wednesday. It's fun. We didn't get to do it last week because we were in London. But the week before that, we're going to continue Warhammer Wednesdays on Wednesday.
PvP.
So,
I don't know.
Yeah.
there's plenty of Warhammer games coming as well down in the pipeline. So spend your money on that instead of this shit.
You had some other ones?
Oh, yes. So I have just some little tiny bits here and there. One is the Mario movie is the highest grossing movie. No, I'm sorry. Was that in the second video or the first video?
We're doing the last four.
Last four.
The last
Last
four?
four, whatever you had.
Oh, the last four. Okay, so Cliff Belinsky, get this.
Not Cliff
said,
Belinsky.
What? I thought he was done or whatever. And you remember his game Lawbreakers, Joe? I think we actually went to an event and played. He's actually teasing that something news about Lawbreakers on Twitter. He says, I just got a text from my lawyer about Lawbreakers, imploring curious onlookers. Stay tuned for news about the game's future. What? What is, and that's it. So I guess people are like, what? Okay. So it's like the team worked their asses on it. He's ass us off on it, he said. I relocated many people from parts of the world. It is that blah, blah, blah. And the internet was like, har, doesn't have enough players. He's real salty about how it didn't go down well. Meanwhile, studio creators and I have to deal with a year of crippling depression out of guilt. Perhaps whatever news he has in store for the game will give him a chance to right some wrongs. Especially if he was talking about lawyers involved. So I don't know. I don't. To me, if he tries to bring this game back, I don't think that's going to work, right? Because this one kind
It's got to be, I don't know.
failed so spectacularly, but it's unclear what's happening. Is he teasing the game's return, a sequel, a spiritual successor, or something minor and underwhelming like with lore, like he has the rights to it and he can start a Kickstarter for it or something. I don't know. So we'll have to wait for that. But Cliff is teasing some Lawbreaker stuff. And then in Street Fighter 6 news, I never saw this coming. Street Fighter 6 is now promising big news on 420.
Blaze it, bro.
We got to get with them kids.
With Lil Wayne.
When I think Street Fighter, I think Lil Wayne.
What?
And 420.
Look, I like Lil Wayne, and I got no problem with 420, but how they're tying this into Street Fighter 6, I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing
trying
it.
To grab more people.
Grab a new market.
Hey,
I don't know.
everyone.
I'm not sure if the fucking weed heads would be very good at the fighting games, or maybe they'll be so relaxed and focused that they'll be able to. They're the best fighter. I don't fucking know. Anyways, Lil Wayne will host a Street Fighter 6 showcase on April 20th. Maybe, we all know Lil Wayne is a gamer. So, and actually, I think that was it Lil Wayne?
Are you talking about T-Pain?
No, not T-Pain.
T-Pain's big in the game.
I think I met Lil Wayne. Is it Lil Wayne or was it Yin Yang Twins? I don't remember, but I met one of them at E3. And I think it was Lil Wayne, since he's a legit gamer. And it was a fighting game. So I think Lil Wayne does have some fighting, chops and some love for fighting games. So that makes sense to me now, actually, when I think about it. Co-stream on Twitch to watch a 30-minute show with Lil Wayne on April 20th. Yeah.
At what time?
420 on 420.
Yeah. So, and it's not the first time he worked with Capcom, apparently. He co-lined a tour with Drake back in 2014, entirely themed around the fighting game. Okay, I knew it. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that it's going to be, maybe a few more characters revealed at this event, and then maybe they'll show off a Lil Wayne custom-created character, because, it has the custom creator. That would be fun.
Yes.
And you could beat up Lil Wayne if you want in the video game, which I think I met now I'm thinking about it more, I think we were playing Mortal Kombat. I think I played Mortal Kombat against Lil Wayne. God, there might be one. Yeah. So, yeah, and then another tiny little news here and there is that Discord has finally added voice messaging. So I don't know if y'all are annoyed with it, but I'm annoyed with it. My girlfriend will send fucking the voice message, And I'm like, no, I don't want to hit the fucking button to listen to the message. I like to be able to have shit written out so that I can refer to it later on in case there is a disagreement. Or I don't want to hit a fucking button and listen to you talking. I'd rather, if that, then just fucking call me. But anyways, old man Joe doesn't like the feature, but apparently people have been asking for the feature. So now you can send voice recordings to each other up to 20 minutes long in DMs and on servers. So
That's a
we're
good
we're
addition.
going
It's fine.
backwards in technology. It's some people are gonna like it. I don't give a shit.
yeah.
I don't know.
And finally, for some reason, Resident Evil 2, which we love, the remake, and Resident Evil 3, which it's not quite as good, have quite...
It's not just not quite as good. That game in no
It's
way was
not
worth
good.
the amount of money that you paid for it, and you should not
wasn't
support
complete.
horse shit like that.
Right.
Fuck that. It's not very good. That game fucking sucked for the price that you paid for it.
$60 up front.
Stop.
And they tried to bundle in the multiplayer that nobody
Yeah,
played.
people are like, oh no, it's fine. It's not fucking fine.
Yeah. They have quietly now removed ray tracing options, and people are asking Capcom, is this on
But why?
purpose or was this a mistake? And no response yet. So I don't know what Capcom. I have personally reached out to Capcom and will update the story to receive a response. So it looks like the culprit was a recent update to the game on April 14th. And just the ray tracing disappears for 2 and 3. It's probably not intentional, and they need to get it
You don't
fixed.
play Resident Evil 3 long enough to notice ray tracing or not.
Right.
So who gives a shit?
Right. Well, the graphics are impressive, and I did like the graphics. I love the, god damn. Going back and playing Resident Evil 3 and even 2, I really like 4. 4 is damn well. And then I don't know where to put this. I'll just throw this in here. The Warhammer 40,000 bolt gun, which I've been waiting for, that classic Doom-like pixel shooter, is coming out May 23rd, and you can guarantee that we'll be playing that, maybe some Warhammer Wednesday. All right, well, that's all I got.
Okay. Yep. Everybody, make sure you click those links down below. It's springtime. Update your wardrobe. Get yourself a brand new wallet. Also, start thinking about Father's Day. We know that's coming up.
Yes.
It is the perfect gift.
Perfect gift.
Macaroni pictures may not always cut it every single year.
Hey,
It
those are precious. I
Made from
remember
the heart.
Alex and Joe
you made it?
macaroni picture. Yeah, so make your father a macaroni picture plus extra wallet.
And
guy.
if he doesn't want a box wallet, they still have these amazing traditional
Yes.
ones as well. So
get the
there's-
box wallet.
Yeah, he'll like it. He'll like the little button.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you on part 2, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.